All right, all praise to the Most High God Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. Brother Banah, start with Shalom. Do a quick little excavation into Wisdom of Solomon, the second chapter, dealing with the ungodly and their attitude towards life. And this is the attitude that we as the Israelites, you understand, should not partake in. Right? So this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 1. For the ungodly reasoning with themselves, but not aright. So pay attention to that. So this reasoning that the ungodly have is not a right reasoning. It says, our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy, neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. So their attitude is life is short. You only live once, YOLO. You understand? Life is, you got to make the best of your life, live your best life, live life on the edge. You understand? Do as thou wilt. This is that Christianity mentality, the mentality of the beast. You understand? He doesn't see himself, just like Esau, when he sold his birthright from one morsel of meat, he didn't see himself, down the line when he would need that birthright. He didn't foresee the generations to come of his people that would have needed that birthright. He didn't see that because he's a carnal man. You understand? So let's keep on going with that verse 2. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall hereafter, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our heart. Now this is the left-hand use of this understanding, because Solomon already told you that there was no greater joy than that a man should enjoy the work of his hands in his life, and everything else is vanity. You understand? So now this is the left hand application, because on the left hand they're using that same wisdom to say that you might as well just sin. You understand? Do what you will do. Do as thou wilt. The mentality of the beast. Let's keep going. Verse 3, right? It says, which being extinguished, our bodies shall be returned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. Now we know that that's not right, because the scriptures say that there is regeneration, so your spirit shall not vanish. And that's why a lot of people come back on the earth jacked up, you understand, put in a body without a leg, born mentally ill, you get me, born, prematurely, die as a baby. That's why these things happen to people, because they have this attitude in one of their lifetimes, and having this attitude, you understand, you come back and the Most High punishes you for that. It says, and our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as the mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun and overcome with the heat thereof. Right? So you got to understand that though a man may not carry your name on in the earth, you understand, the Most High still remembers the things that you did aforetime. That's why Christ told you that this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. You understand? So that's just telling you right there, John the Revelator is not still alive, like literally in the flesh. You understand? Of course, he might be in the flesh as a new man, regenerated. You get what I'm saying? But Christ said that generation wouldn't pass away, because they all had to pay for the things that they done. You understand? In their former life, that former, fleshly generation. So that's why they're on the earth today, because they still have to pay for those things. Right? Let's keep on going. It says, for our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning. See, the ungodly is wrong there. You understand? Because we know that there is regeneration. Even Edomites get regenerated. You understand? Of course, you get regenerated as what you've always been. You understand? So in a former life, me being a man of the Lord, I have been a man of the Lord before. You understand? Just like all the other brothers. It was predetermined, predestinated for the brothers to get this understanding from the beginning of the earth. You understand? I knew thee before thou was formed in thy mother's womb. You understand? So I'm a man of the Lord. My spirit has always been a man of the Lord. You understand? Just like all the other brothers that got this truth out there. And some brothers, their spirit is made to be men of the Lord for a time, but they were, false brethren crept in unawares. You understand? Let's keep on going. It says, For it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us live speedily, use the, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. So what is that telling you? He's saying, let us live fast. Let's go gamble. Let's go get drunk. Let's go get high. Let's go thrill seeking. Let's go do all of these, things of wickedness and not think about the Most High. Let's just live while we're young. That's blasphemy, man. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. You know what flower of the spring means? That means let's go be a whoremonger. You understand? Let's go sleep with as many women as we can. You get me? Let's go get drunk. Let's go vape. Let's go eat as many pork sandwiches as we can till we get sick and die. You understand? Let's go to every party. Let's live fast. Let's live while we're young. And that's a false attitude to have according to the scriptures. It says, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let's live while we're young. It said, let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. So I'm saying, all of y'all join me for wickedness. You understand? This is the system of the beast. This is the attitude of the beast according to the scriptures. The image of the beast. You understand? If you can get that. Some brothers say it's the microchip. This is the image of the beast right here. Do as thou wilt. Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, if you can understand. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man, right? Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged. So that's telling you, let us oppress the poor righteous man when they out there calling you stupid. Oh, just put that Bible down. Just tell me what you think and how you feel. That's oppression, man. Let's keep on going. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. What's the law of justice? The law of justice in this precept is making reference to the laws of this world. You'll stop at a stop sign, but you won't eat but you will eat a pork sandwich. You understand? You'll obey Esau when he says don't drive past a red light, but when the Most High says don't eat pork, you'll eat it. You understand? When the Most High says build a battlement on your roof if you build in your house, you'll not build the battlement. You understand? The point is, when the Most High give you a law, you won't keep it. But when Esau give you a law, that's your law of justice. Let's keep going. Therefore, let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not of our turn, and he is contrary he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and objective to our infamy and transgressings of our education. So transgressings of our education means that you were trained and conditioned from the beginning of life to do wickedness. You understand? You were trained from the beginning of life that you need to go to high school, right? You got all these high school party movies. You understand, where you see people in high school doing all manner of sin and wickedness. You understand? And then you're trained that next you should go to college, forsake all of your morals. You understand? And participate in wickedness. You understand? Feast of Bacchus, feast of Baal. You understand? They train you to go into all of this wickedness, all of these wicked feasts. Go get drunk, whoremonger around, dabble in all manner of doctrine. You understand? They train you to do that. Let's read that again. It says here, he upbraided us with our offending the law. Right? So we're telling them that they going off, that they the Israelites, they need to repent, and they think we stupid. They think we trying to upbraid them, which we are. We're trying to upbraid the wickedness that's grown in them. You understand? And objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. So we go against their transgressions. We tell them, look, man, you got to take your part in the world, of course. You understand? You wouldn't be in the world if you wasn't meant to participate in it. But your participation in the world as a man in the truth or as an Israelite should be completely minimal. You should be working, you understand, making sure you can pay your bills, you understand, taking care of your family, and in these precepts. And not in that specific order, because number one, first and foremost, you should be in these precepts. Everything else comes secondarily in helping build the temple. You understand? Be able to get by, provide for yourself, but we're not looking for nothing luxury and lavish. You get me? We're not looking for nothing, all big and fancy. You shouldn't be making plans to make $1 million, $1 billion 10 years down the line. You understand? Shimei Awashai could come back any day and totally destroy this place. And how much would you be? You'd be like Lot's wife, man. And I'm gonna tell you how. Because you could tell the only reason Lot's wife looked back, according to the scripture. Now this is an extrapolation, right? Extrapolation means something that you're able to assume based off of the situation, right? That's not necessarily written on the page, right? So now you're able to extrapolate that, but because Lot's wife, the reason she had to look back is because she was so invested in Sodom and Gomorrah for some reason, whether that be physical gain, she had a business in Sodom and Gomorrah maybe, or her family was in Sodom and Gomorrah, or her morality was stuck in Sodom and Gomorrah. Some part of her called to her out of Sodom and Gomorrah when Lot commanded her not to look back, and so she looked back. You understand? Some part of her was so invested that she just couldn't listen to when the angels gave her and Lot the instruction not to look back. If you can understand what I'm saying. So you just have to remember that you have to throw away the transgress. You have to throw away. You understand? You have to throw away You have to throw away the infamy of the transgressions of your education. You have to throw that away. Your education that you got as a child, you have to come into this truth as a new person. You get me? You have to let go of all of the things that you learned in the world, and you have to retrain yourself, man. And it's just that simple. Get out of this "do as thou wilt" mind frame. That's the mind of the beast. That's Esau's mind. Esau is the damn beast. You understand? So you have to get out of this. You have to get out of that mind frame. That's the wrong mindset. That's the wrong mindset to have. And let me see if I can find another precept on it. Salak, this is a impromptu, so this is not like me writing down any precepts. Really, when I do a lesson, I just let the spirit guide me. I just use my fingers, man. Flip through the pages, and if I see something that catch my eye, I'm gonna start breaking it down. And I feel like the best lessons come out of that. Let's see. Let me see. Here's another good one, right? This is another good one that goes right with it. Let me get one more precept. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13 and verse 1. It says, "Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deemed either fire or wind, or the swift air, or the circle of the stars, or the violent water, or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world." So you got to understand that what that's saying is that they're astonished by these great things that the Most High created, and they think that these are the things that they should worship. The sky is the limit. You understand? The stars are the limit. I'm a star. You understand? They think all of these things, all of this vanity, and they get the wrong mindset from that. Oh, you only live once. You understand? Let's get jacked up. Let's live like tonight is the last night. That's wickedness, man. Thus saith the Lord. And with that, I'm giving all praise, honor, glory to the Most High God Yahweh, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. I'm going to say Shalom.